For those of you who know my sock designs, you know that they are almost exclusively color work, and I always use Cat Bordy's Sweet Tomato heel. I like this heel for a number of reasons. First of all, it lends itself beautifully to color work. You can continue the pattern through the instep uninterrupted. Also, it's versatile. You can change the shape and the number of wedges and how many stitches you use, so it's a perfect fit. Also, no heel flaps and no gussets. So it's a nice, cleaner look for a sock. Now, Cat Bordy has a YouTube video and a book and all kinds of venues for her instructions, very easily understood and clear. I'll post her link to her YouTube video so you can learn how to do the Sweet Tomato heel if you don't know how. Now, all of Cat's patterns employ one color of yarn. Mine always have two or more. So I've devised a way to do the Sweet Tomato heel using more than one color yarn without having to attach and detach the colors at the instep. You can also add, this is my fallout sock, for those of you who don't know it. It's just leaves, tessellated leaves, and the heel actually has a leaf motif worked down into the first wedge of the heel. So you can do that too with a Sweet Tomato heel. But if you're doing a colorwork sock, more than one color, this is going to be published next week. It's my Paisley Please sock. And it's got Cat Bordy's Sweet Tomato heel. But you can see that although I've worked the heel in one color, across the instep there are two. So how do we get that second color carried across the instep without attaching and detaching yarns? Very easy. When you finish the leg portion and you're ready to start the heel, and again I urge you to get Cat's instructions on making the heel if you haven't done so already. Once you get that, then you come here and when you're setting up your stitch pairs to do your first wedge, float every stitch, your second color, down to the end so that it's in position when you need it to work across the instep at the end of working that wedge. And you just leave it there. Work your wedge, boop, 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 make all your stitch pairs, and then when you go to pick up the stitch, you work across your instep, and your yarn will be there. And when you go to pick up the second half of your stitch pairs, float that yarn back up to the center, the second yarn. Then when you start your second wedge, you float that yarn back down, leave it at the instep, so when you're ready to work across after the second wedge, it's there for you. Knit your second wedge, weave it back up. So it actually reinforces the heel. It's neat. There are no extra yarns to attach and detach. And you can actually, if you have three colors working across, you know, like the instep after the first wedge is blue and green, the instep after the second wedge is green and red, perchance. There is a way to add a third color too by floating it up the center back. But I'll do another video on that another day. But here you go. This is what it looks like from the inside. Very neat. No extra stitches where the wedges join the instep. And I have duplicate stitched the third color in here as I go, just because it's easier. You don't have to float extra yarns. And this is Paisley Please, the sock. Pattern will be out at the end of this week. If you have any questions, you know that I'm on Ravelry at Colorworks by Debbie, and my email address is codeborah, COEDEBORAH @AOL.com. Thanks. Bye.